What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMX45, and today we're coming at you with a quick hobby news video for the Digimon TCG. We're going to be talking about 2.0. We're still waiting for our boxes. If we're lucky, we'll see them this week, if not next. Unfortunately, the delay to Western Canada has really affected my store in particular, and so we're going to be late on this set, unfortunately, later than I would have liked. But just want to talk about the set and pull ratios and what we think we're going to get and how I think we're going to do. So we got a case of 2.0 coming. So we've got 12 boxes to open. So we're going to go through and talk about the set and talk about which cards are the money cards, which cards we're hoping to see in the set, and decide to figure out if that box is going to be worthwhile to us, and just take a look at what's good in the set right now and what is really decreasing in value. And we will do the market analysis of release date tomorrow, so there'll be that. But hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. Now, I don't know if it's been guaranteed that if you buy a case, you get a hit of the low pull rate variety. It usually is with main sets, although with EX7 it was very up in the air. We were very lucky we got a low pull rate in EX7 because a lot of people who bought a case didn't, and I only bought, I actually got like 6 boxes, and then I had to get my other 2 from somewhere else. So I think out of 8, I got half a case, and I managed to pull a low pull rate from that, so that was really great. We go into it here. We got the Kenji Guillaumon, which is going for pretty penny here. You got other alts like Emperor Greymon, that's already around $20. I haven't checked out Millenniumon. The Kumamon, Korikakumon, they're very low. They're like $15, $10 each. So just depending on what we get, could lose a lot of value. You get 2 box toppers. So, you know, there's 6 from this set, and there's 3 from BT19. So it'll be interesting to see how we get that. Like, are we going to get good cross section? Are we going to get more than 4 of a card? Are we going to have spares? How's it going to go? Or are we going to just pull, like, 2 or 3 of everything? How's that going to work out? It'd be interesting to see if getting a case gives you better ratios. But yeah, the box toppers are going to be an interesting thing too. Looking at other cards here, we have Lucemon. That's an expensive card. It's up around $60. Diasmon Ace, I think, is around $20. Magna Guru is between $20 and $30. It's been coming down. I've been seeing this around $400 or $500. Kazimon's very low. I think it's around $15 to $20. Zephyrmon's a little bit more expensive, around $25, but it's been coming down for the alt. So definitely, honestly, the hybrid stuff is not that expensive. So it's not really, you don't really want to pull a lot of hybrid stuff. I haven't really been paying attention against the Beemon stuff. If it's very expensive, I think generally within the $20 to $30 range. Beetlemon's like 10 already, so you don't want to pull Beetlemon stuff, unfortunately. Same with Metal Kabuterimon, he's just 15 or lower. Shao Serafimon is a good one because it's going to be good this format, so that's really good. Duskmon and Velgramon, they're kind of up there. They're around like $40 to $30 range. So this is, again, pulling Purple Hybrid, pulling Shadow Serafimon, that would be very good. The Lucemon stuff is all extremely expensive, so pulling that. Lord Nightmon Ace isn't that expensive. I haven't really paid attention to the low pull rate though. And then, of course, like I said, you have all these box toppers here. This is where your hits come from. Violet's been staying up around above $30, which I was surprised by, honestly, because I didn't think this was going to be really, really good for Three Musketeers. So, Satan mode, the regular alts around 50. So Susano is staying around 70 right now. I think that'll definitely come down, but right now it is definitely a good card to pull. And then, of course, the low pull rate's a good card to pull too. Sangomon, I can't remember what he's staying around, but I feel like it's 20 to 30. Same with Ryugamon. Dynasmon X-Antibody, not sure about him, but this is another $60 to $70 card. So again, all the Lucemon stuff, if we hit tons of Lucemon stuff, it's going to be very good. It's going to be very good pulls. Just pull all the purple stuff. Pull all the purple stuff. Of course, you got Queen Beanmon. That's not bad. But again, it's been decreasing in value. Lord Nightmon is another, X-Antibody is another good one. It's up around $50 to $60. So that's a good pull potentially. And then Moon Millennium Mon. I don't know where it's sitting, but I know that Zed Millennium Mon is way up there. It's way up there, around $70, $70, $80. It's been coming down, but it's still a good pull right now. Of course, you got Nenes and Winners. Yao's around 20. I don't know where these Nene, I think I was seeing around 30 to 40, and which is kind of nuts to me. But yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of good cards, but there's a lot of cards that are going to be low value. So if you pull like a couple of those from a couple boxes, you're going to be very disappointed because they're just not going to make your boxes worthwhile. Especially since you only get 2 alts in a set, unlike an EX set. So definitely there's already some cards that have crashed in value, being that we're not opening this until around release or after. It's really going to hurt, especially because on release date prices will drop, and we'll talk about that in a market analysis. So right now, opening a case actually seems pretty scary because we don't know what we're going to get and if we're going to really have much value in that case, because the prices on the set are all over the place. Of course, then you have the delay to Western Canada, which has been causing the market to be, I would say, unstable in Canada, because now you have all the people in the East can sell for whatever they want, and with no worry about what's going on and stuff like that. So I definitely think that it's an interesting situation we've been put ourselves in, because you have people that are overselling these cards right now because of the limited access to them. But basically, you're paying to get your stuff, because you might not have access to it. You might not be able to get a store near you that has this stuff, which is very unfortunate because it creates a kind of a wonky market, which I think Bandai very much, it's their fault that this happened, and it's just creating a lot of chaos. And then, of course, the prices are starting to come down because pre-release is almost over, and we'll talk about that in the market analysis, give some definite numbers here. But a lot of the cards, we're already seeing them kind of cave, so we'll have to wait until we see what's going on, total here. But yeah, a lot of this stuff, like I said, right now you're hoping to pull purple. Anything purple is going to be pretty good for you, and you're hoping, when we get our case, we're hoping that we don't pull 8 of these or 8 of these and stuff like that. We want to kind of pull a nice cross section of stuff instead of because then you don't have to go get stuff, especially for collecting like I am. But even for collecting purposes, I don't make a lot of money on the boxes. Well, I make money on the supers, so it'll depend what we get for supers. But now the super prices are coming down because, again, we're getting out pre-release. So I'm losing out there with the option of reselling at pre-release. I had the ability to make a little bit more money for the price I'm paying for the boxes. Now that's gone, and potentially as a collector, I'm not going to be making money on the alts because I'm collecting them. But at the same time, the more expensive alts I pull, the less expensive ones I have to buy. It's kind of the theory there. And again, if you're, if you pull it at release when things are super expensive, you can see more value in your boxes at that current moment, because you could have made that money if you'd flipped those cards. But when you get it so late, and all of a sudden you're pulling $10 alts, and maybe you're not hitting these nice big, $60, $70 ones, it's going to be very, very hard for you. Not really that nice. And as well as I've been buying some stuff from people when it comes up, and I think it's a decent deal, especially the pre-release cards. And I still haven't got my pre-release pack, so that's like basically saying like, oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to take my pre-release stuff. But yeah, no, it's definitely a pain. And I really feel for anyone in my half of Canada that has had this happen, because it's one of these things that kind of makes the game hard to continue. We want to have fun, we want to continue with the game, but they're honestly punishing us for playing it. And at that point, it's like, well, if you're going to punish me, maybe I'm just going to leave and play something else. But I really still love the game, and I hope that it continues to be good. And I just wish that they would, focus more on quality over quantity, because the quality is definitely slipping. And that's something that's unfortunate, because that's something that you can't win people back with. If you sacrifice quality, you sacrifice the customer, and at that point, you might never get them back. But we'll see what happens anyways. I'm still hopeful my stuff will come in. I'm hopeful we will pull well. We will do the videos up on the channel as soon as we can, guys. Again, sorry for the delay. I can't really do anything about it. But we're hopeful that we'll see something, if not this week, very early next week. Anyways, that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.